Hi everyone, my name is Mike. I'm going to be your instructor today. Today we have a body weight mini circuit workout, so you won't need any equipment, just a nice clean, non-slip surface you can work from. If you do like to have a yoga mat or an ab mat for some of the floor work we do, totally fine. Go grab that, set up your area, and then join me for the warm-up, okay? Okay, so let's start by we're gonna reach down and then we're gonna touch the sky, okay? So I call these floor to ceilings. We're reaching to the floor and then we're reaching to the ceiling. Go at a really casual pace. And if you can't quite get down, that's fine. I don't want you to go so far that you have to round out. I want you to just go as far as good posture and then come up and really try to push those hands behind. So nice full extension at the top. Okay. Couple more. Awesome. Now what I want you to do is I want you to step and reach, okay? So you're gonna step and then reach, step and reach, okay? Just going across. Warming up the torso a little bit. Working the inside and the outside of the hip, twisting in the spine. Let's go on one more on this side. Awesome. Okay, next we'll do something warming up from the ground. So just take your time coming to the ground. We're just gonna do a plank from your knees and elbows. So that will be just like this. So just draw that belly button in. Really just warming up the core, warming up the shoulders. Just hold on to it. Nice deep breath. Just a few more seconds here. Okay, great. Let's come onto our back. And we're just gonna do a dead bug here. So the way this looks is your knees are over top your hips, your hands are up, and then I want you to take away your right hand and your left leg, and then bring them back to the start, and then do the opposite arm and leg. Okay? So warming up the core, warming up the hips and shoulders. Nice safe movement to get us started. Just a few more seconds here. All right, that's great. So come to a standing position. I'm just gonna show you your first movement. First movement up. In our circuit, we're gonna have 4 exercises in every circuit. You're gonna do 30 seconds of each exercise, and your first exercise is air squats. So you're literally just squatting down as deep as you can and coming back up. You can bring your arms up, or have them on your side, or just in front, whatever you like. Let's go, 30 seconds air squat. Go at a pace that feels comfortable for you, knowing you're gonna have to do 3 more exercises right after this without a break. So we're gonna be working for 2 minutes in a row. Don't worry, none of the exercises are too advanced. And then you get a 30-second break. And then we'll repeat each of these exercises a second time, okay? 5 seconds. Notice my hips are coming down and back. Perfect. Next, we're gonna have push-ups. There's a couple easy options here for you. Option 1 would be a tabletop. So just coming like this. Join me whenever you're ready. Next option, if you find that too easy, would be to go from your knees. Okay, 5 seconds. Just notice your arms aren't straight out, they're more at a 45. So you're pushing like this position. Okay. All right, now come back to standing. Take your time, there's no rush. And you're gonna bring one knee up to the opposite elbow. This is so good on working on hip range of motion and our abdominal muscles. Don't need to rush it. You can move quickly if you're capable of it. All right, and then what I want you to do is march, or you can jog on the spot, whatever feels good, and you get a rest after this exercise, okay? So you can march, try to be a little bit quick, or if you're ready for the challenge, you can jog, okay? Perfect. I hope you're feeling great. We're through round 1 of our first of 3 circuits, okay? So we got about 15 minutes worth of work today. There we go, rest. Yeah, like I was saying, we have 15 minutes worth of work plus our warm up and cool down. So should make a good workout for you guys. Okay, going through this a second time, if anything felt off the first time, just make some adjustments, whether you need to make that harder or make that easier. Just change the different options that I'm bringing to you, or just make it a smaller range of motion if you need to. First up was that air squat. We're gonna go in 5 seconds. I'm gonna show you from the side so you can see my form. Perfect, let's go. So remember, bring those hips down and back and don't shoot those knees forward. So I don't want it to look like this. I want it nice and proud, tall, coming down into it. And come as far down as you can where you still don't round out. So I don't want it to look like this. We'll all be different, and that's okay. The good news is the more you do this, the more you're likely to get deeper and deeper each time. It'll get easier. Okay, down for that push-up. So you have the option of doing that prayer position or tabletop, or from the knees, or from the toes. You can always do a few at the hardest option, and then come down to that easier option as you find it too hard. Okay, 10 seconds. Good news is final time doing push-ups today. Come on, come on. Perfect. All right, we got that standing knee to elbow now. Let's get it, come on. Really bring that knee up as far as you can. You notice I'm not rounding out the back too much to pull that off. So I don't want it to look like this. I want it to be just come up. You know, if you only can get to here, totally fine. Do what you can. Breathe. All right, awesome. And then we had that jog on the spot or march. You can even take the impact out and just have it like this. Or if you want, you can bring your feet up, or you can go right into a jog. Come on, come on. Rest break's almost coming. Bring me your energy. Let's go. 5 seconds to the break. Woo, all right, nice work. That is your first circuit of 3 done. Not doing any of those exercises again. All right, we got 4 new exercises for you. You're gonna rest right now. You still have more than 15 seconds rest break coming. Our first exercise in our circuit is gonna be lunges. So I'm gonna have us do reverse lunges. So we're gonna step back, we're gonna come down, and then we're gonna come back together. You can use something for balance, and you can also make these very small if they're really challenging for you. Okay, let's go. So if you have to make them small, they can just look like this, and use something for balance. Or if you can, come until your knee almost touches the ground. Biggest thing I see in these is, remember, it's not a huge step where your back leg is just hanging out, and I don't want any bad posture for the upper body. Stack those shoulders over the hips, lunge back. Perfect. Now we're into bent tees. So bent tees are one of my favorites. So brace that belly button, nice arch in your low back. You're gonna tip over, and then I want you to just bring your arms out to the side and point your thumbs to the sky. So it's working the muscles right between your shoulder blades, okay? That's these muscles right here. Great for your posture. We tend to not activate these very well. Perfect. Okay, now we're gonna go into a tricep push-up. Tricep push-up, the difference is in a normal push-up, we're here, tricep, glue those elbows right to the ribs, okay? So again, you can still do that tabletop, or you can go from the knees. Do what's right for you. And of course, you can always challenge yourself by going from the toes if you want. Okay? 5 seconds, come on, make it count, get some reps in. Perfect. Now I have a little bit of a shuffle. We're gonna work the inside and outside of the hips. If you wanna challenge yourself, sink down low, and you're just gonna shuffle along. I tend to do 2 steps each way, just so you're not taking too much room, 2 or 3. If you wanna make it harder, just really sink down and stay down, okay? If you need it easier, just make it smaller and stand up. Do what's right for you, okay? 3 seconds. Rest. Not bad, right? Okay, good work. Those are your 4 exercises. We're gonna do them again. What's nice, I love doing everything twice because the second time's your chance to really get it right. If you felt like you didn't try hard enough or had the wrong option in the first round, you can really hit it with that second round. Yeah, what's also really nice by these circuits is you don't notice it, but you're doing 2 minutes in a work right in a row, which is actually a long time, right? Okay, reverse lunges, let's go. Let's go, come on, you got these. I love lunges for our everyday lives. This is how we move around the world, right? Like we walk, we run, we bike. We don't tend to have both legs doing the same thing at the same time. So this is such a good way for us to develop the legs so that it makes our lives easier. Right into bent T, so tipping at the hip and then bringing those arms up. Little pause at the top. Draw that belly button in. Muscles of the hips are engaged. Bracing this tilt that we have. Core is engaged, meaning our tummy. And then squeezing between the shoulder blades. Really working that. Okay, tricep push-ups. Remember, glue those elbows right to the rib cage. Tabletop from the knees or toes. Do what's right for you. I'm gonna role model from the knees, that middle option. Nice and smooth pace. Three seconds, come on, get there, get there. All right, let's shuffle. Last exercise in this circuit. So working our balance, our inner and outer thigh. We tend to do a lot of forward and backward movement in life, not as much of this. So you'll notice this burns your thighs and your glutes really quick. Nice, all right, done with that circuit. How good does that feel, right? 2 to 3 done now. I know you're sticking with me for the third one. All right, let's get it. You're on a rest break. Catch your breath. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel. If you're loving the videos, it'll give you notifications when we put out new content, and it also really helps us out. Okay, first exercise is gonna be calf raises. You're just gonna stand and go up on your tippy toes, come back down. Let's go, calf raises. I don't want you to rush it. Nice squeeze at the top. Okay, just showing you a side view so you can see it. Final circuit of the day. How great is that? Okay, last one. All right, next exercise, squat and reach. So just like in our warm-up, we want to squat down, touch the floor if you can, and then reach up, and I want those thumbs pointing to the back of the room. Back behind you. Move at a good pace if you can, working on your speed, getting your heart rate up, but do what feels right to you. And only come down as far as you can still maintain proper posture. I don't want any rounding of the back. Good. Okay, down to the ground for Superman. A couple core exercises to round out this circuit. Superman, let's raise our right arm and our left leg. Pause for a second, let it go, and then do the opposite arm and leg. We're developing those postural muscles of the back and of the hips. All right, and last exercise of the day, tick-tock. So you're gonna lay on your back. I like to have my palms pushing into the floor, and then you're gonna bend at the knees and just tip your hips to the side and then the other side while leaving your shoulders on the ground, okay? 10 seconds left. If you need to make this harder, you just straighten your legs. And if you need to make this easier, you just shorten the range of motion and just bend your legs more. Okay, final rest period of the workout. Make it count, grab water if you need it. We're gonna be back to those calf raises in 20 seconds, okay? Let's go. All right, final circuit. Bring me your A game. You ready for this? All right, I wanna see your best now, no easing up. I want you to be proud of the effort you brought to this class today, okay? All right, let's get it, calf raises. So total body workout today. We've worked every major muscle group, postural muscles, the front of the body, the legs, back of the body, all of it. So this is good. I also like this style of working out too because you're getting a ton of cardio benefit without really feeling like you had to go for a run or do a ton of burpees or anything like that. Last one. Okay, squat and reach, get as deep as you can. Move at a good pace. Challenge yourself. Come on. Yes. Ten seconds. Down for those Superman. Getting ready to fly. Final minute of the class. You can do it. Raising the opposite leg and arm, holding and then switching. Yeah, this exercise is all about control. Really straighten that leg, straighten that arm. Perfect. Coming over on your back, palms into the floor, and then tick-tocks. Some people like to call these window wipers, like you're the window wipers on a car or truck. Again, the more you straighten your legs, the harder this makes it for you. Come on, final 10 seconds of the class. Don't stop now. Let's go. All right. You made it, team. Way to go. Proud of you. Catch your breath for a couple seconds. Doesn't that feel great? So important. Don't leave me just yet. We got to cool down. We got to get that body ready for the recovery. And just make sure we loosen everything up, release any tension, okay? So I'm kneeling, I'm tucking my toes, so my feet are flexed. And I just want you to open up, create a lot of space between the hands, opening up at the chest and shoulders. Amazing. Okay, let's go into child's pose. So in child's pose, our big toes are together, our knees are wide. We sink our hips down and back. If you can bring your forehead to the ground or stack it on your fists or walk your hands out, whatever feels relaxing to you. Just breathe, begin that recovering process. All right, slowly coming out of that, let's bring one leg forward. And I just want you to gently stretch the front of that back hip. And switch. Let's do that same stretch, other side. Awesome. Slowly coming up to a standing position. And I just want us to do a forward fold, but in this case, a bit of a flat back. So you're gonna soft knees, but just tip at the hip. till you feel a gentle pull in those hamstrings. If you want, you can let the neck, head, low back go, so it's a full forward fold. Or if you feel better just staying here in flat back, you can. Do whatever feels good for you. Awesome. Coming out of that, let's interlace our hands behind us and just open up. Try to get those hands away from the hips. So this is so good at opening the shoulders, or call this the anti-slouching. Perfect. Give me 3 meaningful shoulder rolls and we're all done, okay? All right, you made it. Thank you so much for joining me in today's workout.